If you thought the NFL offseason couldn't get any crazier, think again. Because Los Angeles just got flipped on its head. The man who delivered a Super Bowl title to the Rams, Matthew Stafford, is no longer wearing blue and gold. Instead, he's staying in LA, but he's switching locker rooms. That's right. Matthew Stafford has signed with the Los Angeles Chargers. Yeah, let that sink in for a moment. After months of speculation surrounding the future of Stafford with the Rams, most believe he'd either restructure his contract or possibly retire if things didn't work out. But nobody saw this coming. The idea of him staying in town and putting on the powder blue jersey of the other Los Angeles team, that wasn't even on the radar. Until now. Let's take a moment to rewind this whole thing. Matthew Stafford came to the Rams in 2021 in a blockbuster deal that sent Jared Goff and a pair of first-round picks to the Detroit Lions. At the time, it was a move that raised eyebrows. But 1 year later, Stafford was holding the Lombardi Trophy. That 2021 season was magical. He threw for nearly 5,000 yards, tossed 41 touchdowns, and led game-winning drives throughout the playoffs, including that unforgettable late push against the 49ers in the NFC Championship and the surgical game-winning drive in Super Bowl 56 against the Bengals. He was everything Sean McVay dreamed of when he pushed for that trade. But as we all know, in the NFL, windows close quickly. Since hoisting that trophy, it's been a rough ride. The Rams fell apart in 2022. Injuries, cap issues, a depleted roster. Stafford himself battled injuries, elbow problems, concussions, and a spinal cord contusion that shut him down for the year. There were whispers he might call it quits, that maybe the hits had finally added up. But in 2023, he came back, and despite all odds, he showed he still had gas in the tank. He wasn't quite the 2021 version, but make no mistake, Stafford still had that gunslinger arm, the deep ball touch, and the fearless mentality that's defined his career. So when the 2024 offseason rolled around, there were questions. The Rams clearly weren't going into rebuild mode anymore. McVay wanted to contend. But Stafford's massive contract, he was owed a guaranteed $31 million in 2025, plus bonuses, was becoming a headache. Negotiations stalled. Rumors started to bubble. And then came the twist. In a move that blindsided most of the NFL world, Stafford was released. An extremely rare post-June 1 designation executed early. And hours later, reports dropped. Matthew Stafford is signing with the Chargers. Now, this isn't just a team switch. This is a full-blown power shift in LA. Let's talk about the Chargers for a second. They were in a state of transition. Justin Herbert was supposed to be the golden boy, the future of the franchise. But after a roller coaster few seasons, injuries, inconsistency, and a regime change, the Chargers front office clearly wanted a fresh start. New head coach Jim Harbaugh arrived with a mission to re-establish identity. Power football, toughness, championship pedigree. And Harbaugh, surprisingly, didn't see Herbert as part of that plan. So the Chargers made the bold decision to trade Justin Herbert to the Minnesota Vikings during the draft. They picked up draft capital and cleared cap space. Most expected them to draft a quarterback or perhaps pursue a younger veteran. But instead, they went big. They went for experience, for championship poise, for Matthew freaking Stafford. The fit? Honestly, it makes more sense than people realize. Harbaugh wants a QB who can command the offense, play under pressure, and lead with intelligence and toughness. Stafford is all of that. He's 36, yes, but he's still playing at a high level. He's got one of the best arms in football. And now he gets to work with a coach who understands quarterback play better than almost anyone. On top of that, the Chargers have talent. Keenan Allen may be gone, but they still have playmakers like Quentin Johnston, a promising young receiver who just needed a confident veteran to unlock his potential. The offensive line is solid. The run game, with the addition of a Harbaugh-style power back in the draft, is ready to shine. And that defense? Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, Derwin James, they're still dangerous. In a matter of days, the Chargers went from rebuilding to reloading. And Stafford changes everything. The locker room gets a proven leader. The city gets a quarterback battle for bragging rights. And the NFL? Well, they just got a brand new narrative to follow. But let's not ignore the emotion here. For Rams fans, this hurts. Stafford was more than just a quarterback. He was the missing piece that brought LA its first Super Bowl since the franchise returned from St. Louis. He fought through injuries, gave his all, and delivered under pressure. The image of him throwing that no-look pass to Cooper Kupp in the Super Bowl is etched into Rams history. To see him now, wearing a Chargers uniform, it's surreal. But in the NFL, sentimentality doesn't pay the bills. Cap space, performance, timing, that's what drives decisions. And both the Rams and Stafford saw a chance to move forward. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Los Angeles Chargers. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. The Rams now fully embrace the Kyren Williams, Puka Nacua era. Maybe they look for their quarterback of the future in the draft. Maybe they roll with a stopgap for a year or two. Either way, they've officially turned the page. As for the Chargers, they just sent a message to the league. We're not waiting around. They believe their time is now. And Matthew Stafford, one of the toughest, most resilient quarterbacks of his generation, is the man leading that charge. We don't see this kind of move often. A franchise quarterback jumping to a crosstown rival? It's rare. It's dramatic. It's Hollywood. And honestly, it's exactly what the NFL needed. Chargers versus Rams this season, that just became must-see TV. But more than that, the AFC just got even more competitive. The Chiefs, the Bengals, the Bills, they've dominated headlines. But now, add the Chargers to that mix. Stafford isn't showing up to rebuild. He's showing up to win. And don't be surprised if he does just that. From Motor City heartbreaks to Super Bowl glory in LA, and now to a brand new chapter in the same city, Matthew Stafford's career arc is one of the most fascinating in recent memory. And somehow, it just keeps getting better. So buckle up, because the battle for Los Angeles just got personal. And the NFL landscape, it's been changed forever. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Los Angeles Chargers, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.